Recorded Books and One-Click Digital present The Space Between, an Outlander Novella by Diana Gabaldon, narrated by Davina Porter and directed by Kathleen Gormley.
Paris, March 1778. He still didn't know why the frog hadn't killed him. Paul Rákóczi, Comte St. Germain, picked up the vial, pulled the cork, and sniffed cautiously for the third time, but then recorked it, still dissatisfied. Maybe, maybe not. The scent of the dark grey powder in the vial held the ghost of something familiar, but it had been 30 years. He sat for a moment, frowning at the array of jars, bottles, flasks, and pelicans on his workbench. It was late afternoon, and the early spring sun of Paris was like honey, warm and sticky on his face, but glowing in the rounded globes of glass, throwing pools of red and brown and green on the wood from the liquids contained therein. The only discordant note in this peaceful symphony of light was the body of a large rat lying on its back in the middle of the workbench, a pocket watch open beside it. The Count put 2 fingers delicately on the rat's chest and waited patiently. It didn't take so long this time. He was used to the coldness as his mind felt its way into the body. Nothing. No hint of light in his mind's eye. No warm red of a pulsing heart. He glanced at the watch. 30 minutes. He took his fingers away, shaking his head. "Melisande, you evil bitch," he murmured, not without affection. "You didn't think I'd try anything you sent me on myself, did you?" Still, he himself had stayed dead a great while longer than 30 minutes when the frog had given him the dragon's blood. It had been early evening when he went into Louis's star chamber 30 years before, heart beating with excitement at the coming confrontation. A duel of wizards, with a king's favour as the stakes. And one he'd thought he'd win. He remembered the purity of the sky, the beauty of the stars just visible, Venus bright on the horizon, and the joy of it in his blood. Everything always had a greater intensity when you knew life could cease within the next few minutes. And an hour later he thought his life had ceased, the cup falling from his numbed hand, the coldness rushing through his limbs with amazing speed, freezing the words, "I've lost," an icy core of disbelief in the centre of his mind. He hadn't been looking at the frog. The last thing he'd seen through darkening eyes was the woman, La Dame Blanche.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?